FORA.tv. The world is thinking.
This is Eve Fairbanks with the New Republic, and we're standing here with Artur Davis in the Pepsi Center in front of Talk Show Row. Artur is a congressman from Alabama, state chair for Obama, real big Obama backer, and friend of TNR. And we just wanted to ask him a couple questions for our website, starting with looking all the way forward to Thursday, and Obama's speech at Invesco. What would you say Obama mainly has to accomplish that night? What's kind of on the table?
I'm loath to give too much advice to the best speaker in American politics, but I think he's going to convey his sense of urgency about this economy.
Yep.
A lot of people are hurting in the United States of America. And by the way, that includes some people who are doing very well before they lost their homes a year and a half ago, people who are doing very well before they fell deeply into debt.
Yep.
They have a sense of urgency in their lives, and they want a president who feels that same sense of urgency. So on Thursday night, Barack Obama, I believe, is going to talk a lot about the challenges that we are facing as an economy and how vital it's going to be to have presidential leadership that understands these challenges and is able to move us to another place. We are in danger of becoming the first generation of Americans who yield to our children a lesser standard of living than the one we enjoy. It's an unacceptable path, and Obama's going to talk about that, I believe, on Thursday night.
Great. And how about Biden on Wednesday? What's kind of what's your dream for how his speech
Joe
would turn
Biden
out?
has had a remarkable life story, as Barack Obama's had a remarkable life story. Their two stories are a story of possibility in this country and a story of what this country can be. So I believe that Joe Biden is going to talk about that. You know, a lot of us sometimes forget in Washington, D.C., as we've known these people for a while, the country doesn't know Joe Biden's story. Heck, the country didn't know most of Barack Obama's story. And as we say in the South, as we say in the Baptist church sometimes, you know the glory, you always know the story behind the glory. Well, Biden and Obama are going to talk about the story behind the glory on Wednesday night and Thursday night. Just
tell me, and this is a little bit lighter, but your kind of favorite moment thus far at the convention, interesting speaker you saw, panel that you went to.
Last night, when Michelle Obama testified to this convention, when she talked about her life and talked about the challenges she's had, there was one remarkable moment when she talked about Barack driving her home and driving the baby home. The first child was born, and she remembered.
I remember that. And there was a little quaver in her voice, even. Yeah.
Well, here's what she said. She said that he wanted to provide for his daughters the one thing that was missing in his life: the abiding, sustaining love of a father. There were so many people last night who literally were moved to tears when they heard that, because they understood that that's their story. That's the story of their lives, the story of their husband, the story of how they relate to their children. And it is a transcendent kind of moment, and it moved so many people on this floor last night.
John McCain's running ads. He seems to release one every morning, kind of as a sort of his role has been kind of the prankster outside of Denver, pranking in. And how much of a challenge do you see that, or to the message coming out of the convention, the media?
I give the McCain campaign credit. They have probably been quicker on the draw than some people thought they would be. They're good at getting ads up. The only problem is their ads don't tell you anything about where John McCain would take the economy. The American people are going to realize that. When your whole message is an anti-message, and you can't lay out a constructive case for where you want to take the country, that may not immediately show up, but it will tell over a period of time. It will tell in the debates when John McCain has to defend Bush's economic record, when he has to explain why the tax cuts he rightly voted against because we couldn't afford them at a time of deficit and because they were too unequally tilted, well, now he thinks they're necessary to our economy. John McCain decided that he would rather be president than be holding to his convictions on the issues and be steadfast about what he used to believe. And you're going to see that over the course of the debate. So McCain's a formidable candidate. He's had a remarkable life story himself. But when it comes to the economy, John McCain has nothing to say.
Last question. What's something you're looking forward to in the next 2.5 days of this convention?
All of us are looking forward to that transcendent moment on Thursday night when our country crosses a threshold when someone who, when he was born, could not have been president of this country, steps on that stage and says, on behalf of countless people who died for this moment, on behalf of countless people who believed in a better country and sacrificed themselves for it to happen, I accept this nomination in their memory. That will be a unique and powerful moment. There's no question about that.
Thank you, Representative Artur Davis of Alabama, Obama backer, with us here in the Pepsi Center.